on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're on.
Hello and welcome to the Jay and Trae Show. 100% awesome all the time. I'm your
It'll
host,
get you pregnant.
Jay, and this is Trae. Today we have a guest with us today, Mike
Very special
Card.
guest.
Very special guest.
Yes.
Seer of Seers.
Master of the four corners of the world. Purveyor of the seven seas.
Able to say that word with a straight face. Oh, hi.
Say it with a straight face.
Just wait, we gotta get it on the right camera because they can. No, I'm on the camera saying somewhere. I just want you to know that, and that'll be. Hi, everybody.
That warms the cockles of my heart, as well as the subcockle regions of my heart.
Good Lord. All right.
And my.
So.
Mr. Card.
This is like the inaugural. This is an honor to be on the inaugural
episode
of this program that you gentlemen.
This
And I say program
illustrious
still with
program.
an E at the end of it, by the way. Not program. Program.
the English spelling.
Yes.
These things weird.
Ye ol' program.
Program.
Like basically, this is made on a printing press, and then we're all gonna bring it around. So we're gonna bring it to Gutenberg, and then we're gonna like.
Yeah, and the audio was
old
recorded
printing press.
using, I don't know, coconuts and sparrows. I don't know how.
Wait, where are
audio
the
works.
coconuts and sparrows? I mean, you can use one or the other. I don't really know what.
No, you can use both.
Do you roll it up and put it in the coconut and then throw it into the ocean?
Yeah.
All right. See, I mean, you feel like you should introduce your show. I mean, okay, that looks.
This
really
is the Jay and Trae show, and we up. Basically, how it goes.
So you bleeps and stuff. Bleep.
There's much.
I like having I didn't even have. Okay, so for those of you who
Quite
don't
the
know me,
frack.
my name is Mike Card. I used to have my own show here at this television station.
And then he abandoned.
I didn't
ship.
abandon. I moved on to other projects, but I still come around. Hey, I've come
Moved on to
around
nothing.
and worked on other shows, and more
Hey,
recently,
he's here now.
I've done a late night at the movies. My old show was Back to the Theater. I watch a lot of movies, and I still do. And now I'm here with you guys, sitting at a desk, and
You're welcome.
it's an honor, like I said. And yeah, so what do you do? What happens on this show? I feel like I'm interviewing you. So what happens on this show, guys?
Well, let me tell you. We
Introduce yourself.
do
Come on.
stuff. He's
people
Jay
don't
and I'm
know.
Trae. I do things, and people, and sometimes school.
Food.
We eat and drink, and we
Quite a
make
bit.
merry. Yeah.
Actually, but the reason why Mike's here today is he's going to talk to us a little bit about his experience in Las Vegas.
Really? Because I thought it would have been because I was really awesome, but I guess
That too.
you're just using me to hear about Las Vegas.
We do want to hear
Yes.
about Vegas.
Vegas.
The standpoint of someone who came back with money from Vegas,
Well, okay, so
even if it was pennies.
it was, well, I am one of the students that was selected by the College of Liberal Arts via Media Communications as someone to go to the National Association of Broadcasters Convention.
We're going
in
next
Las
year.
Vegas. And for those kids out there who want to go with me,
On this journey?
not with me, I'm not going to be here next year. But those of you who like to go, I suggest that you. Well,
No, don't encourage anyone. That's more competition for us.
How was it? Was it good? Did you have
Was it
fun?
awesome?
Did you have fun, Mike?
It was awesome. It was pretty cool.
It was good.
Yes, so we went and we hung out in Vegas at this convention. And okay, let me explain something first of all. This really is like one of the biggest conventions in the world as far as just like you get there, and the Las Vegas Convention Center could basically just be an airport. Like if you just put some stuff in there and some planes outside, airport. That's how big this place is. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know anything about which I assume is like everybody in this room, and probably most people watching this, it's a convention where like all the people that do TV, radio, some film, live cinematographers were there, and they like show off all their new gadgets and technology. They're kind of like it's like a Batman convention for people that do TV. I like that makes it any more relatable. But yeah, and then they go hang out and like there's James Cameron was there talking about James Cameron things.
Apple was there. doing Apple things.
I don't know if was that. How do you know that? Were they?
They
'Cause I
announced
didn't see it.
Final Cut. Yeah.
They talked
I don't
about
think
Final
they
Cut.
announced it
Final
at the
Cut.
show.
I
though.
saw that at on the internets.
It wasn't the internet.
I've heard they like totally redid the program though.
Yeah.
But I know how extreme this Final Cut talk is. But
Extreme Final Cut.
I was working at the content theater there, which is sort of like the showcase of like a lot of like Sony sponsored it. So like Sony had a lot. I saw more 3D TV there than I had ever seen in my life, and I don't know how much time we have left before we're going to a cinematic adventure here in a second.
Cinematic Adventures.
But
Cinematic
I can start talking about that at any point. I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know.
We
We'll
have time.
frack it. Let's do it live.
We've got a little time to talk about that.
Let's talk about things.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
So first of
Tell
all,
us more.
the first thing I do with first day we get there is we kind of hanging out. But we go and we had some time, so we went and saw Sony's press conference, which is like Sony's press conference. It's this packed room full of people, and it's in the theater that at the time I didn't know I was working in, but we were just hanging out in there, and we somehow finagled our way into it, and they announced all kinds of stuff. First of all, I was never sold on 3D TV until I went to this conference, and then I was just like, was watching some of this stuff, and I can tell you right now, like at least the high-end stuff that they were showing, awesome. Like it's not just like, look at the guy in the motocross, he's coming at your face, and you're just like, whoa. But then there's also stuff that's like really subtle. Like I don't watch golf, but they were showing like at the press conference they cut live to the Masters in 3D as it was going on, and it was like you can see like the depth on the fairway and stuff like that, and it's really cool stuff like that. So I was like, whoa, awesome. And then let's see, other stuff they showed off was they have like a full channel now that they were kind of pimping while they were there, and they showed off they had these like basically it's about like as big as a cell phone and it's like a terabyte like as far as like data storage. It was really crazy. It's like I'm holding a terabyte in my hand and I'm like we're in the future, everyone. And that's that was pretty cool. And then they this is getting even more like nerdy. There was like it's a 35mm film which we all watch movies on. That's like, because basically, like, if you were to blow up, like, they have, like, Blu-rays of the original Star Trek? If you were to blow up, the reason they have that is because they just blew up the original prints, and that's still, like, really high resolution. You just have to be, I mean, it's a little grainy, but you just have to blow it up. So that's, 35mm is always kind of been the standard. And so, like, they showed, and they had, like, a little blanket on top of it, really whoosh, do that kind of thing. And they showed off this new, it's called 4K. It's like I think that 4K's existed before, but this is, like, their first cinema camera in 4K. So basically what it means is that they have a digital camera that shoots as good as 35mm, if not better, which is like a big thing for digital.
That's pretty cool.
So it was a lot of that kind of stuff. And then robots came and fought because it was so yes, we know what you came for. And then they started rock stocking robots. No, and then so that was kind of cool. We hung out and saw some of that stuff. So that was my first day there, as far as like the cool stuff I saw.
That was day one.
Day one.
Of your adventures in Vegas.
Of what I can tell you. That was a good one. This has nothing, obviously, I have not talked about Vegas very much.
I appreciate the fact that you have stories that you can't tell us.
I know. What happens stays there. That's kind of a true thing, I would say. Vegas is like it's a weird beast. It does things to people. And then they come, it's like, you go there.
They become monsters.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful place. It's like okay, if Willy Wonka was an adult entertainer, and well, not an adult you know what I mean. If Willy Wonka was not about candy, he was about like making money.
What do you think Willy Wonka stands for?
That'd be a lot.
Because Willy's a Wonka. Anyway.
Hey! Hello. On that note, we'll take a little cinematic adventure right now, and we'll see you in a little bit.